Hey guys, so I have a customer that called me and said she left her windows down in her car. As you can see, everything's pretty soiled. Everything's about almost a knuckle deep in water. Seats are soaked. Smells like it's already getting kind of mildewy in here. Oh yeah. I'm going to show you guys the steps to fixing something like this if this ever happens to you. Now the goal here first is to take out the seats, and then after that we're going to get the carpet taken out. Might have to take out the center console. We'll see how that goes. Pulling that carpet out, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to. So yeah, it's going to be a long, laborious process here, but hopefully I can take care of this for her, and this hasn't been sitting too long, because we want to get rid of this so we can prevent the car from getting moldy and just getting worse every day. So stay tuned. I'll kind of go over the steps as I go, show you guys the process, and maybe this will help somebody who's needing to fix their car like this as well. So the first thing you're going to want to do on this project is disconnect the battery. Alright, so step one of this, I'm going to use these torque sockets with a 3/8 drive to take these out so I can take off the seats. There's two in the front. Then let me pull this forward. And there's two in the back for the rails. I'm going to start with that, one seat at a time. That way we have more room to work with and see where we got to go from there. Alright, so we've been making some real progress in this thing. I got all the seats pulled out. Got all the carpet pulled out from the panels. Got all these plastic pieces pulled up. Got all the seat belts undone so I can get the carpet out fully. Now, I've finally got the carpets here. The next step is going to be to pull this carpet, clean up everything underneath, make sure everything's dry so there's no moisture. And then I'm going to put in the new carpet, lay it down just like this one, try to get it flush, and then put everything back together. Time to get to work. Alright, so just got the new pads put in. Easy way to do this is to look, they have numbers on them, and when you're taking them apart, just kind of set them down exactly as they were in the car when you put them outside of the car. So I lined them up, so there's a 1 here, there's a 3 here, there's a 2 there, and there's a 4 there. And I just lined them up and then replace them exactly as they went in. They should line up flush perfectly when you're done. Yeah, so on to the next step. Now I'm going to lay down the carpet. Alright, so I just got the carpet laid back in. Show you guys how it looks here. A tip that I would give you, the first thing I did was made sure that this e-brake hole is the first part that I start with. It makes more sense usually to start from the back to the front, or the front to the back, I know, but in this situation it's not going to fit in this hole unless you start with this first. So I laid that out, kind of used that as my center point, and then I started from the back and I worked my way to the front. Now on the back, the first thing I did after I did the e-brake is make sure that these center holes click into the carpet holes that they're made for. And after that, went ahead and I tucked all the edges, made sure that the carpet was lined up in the clip holes, tucked those edges, and just kind of worked my way around. Now it should fit flush when you're done, but it is new carpet, and it just came out of a bag straight from Toyota, so it doesn't lay down perfect. That's normal. It will lay itself down over time. If you've ever bought a new carpet, rug, anything, it's always like this. It just takes time, so don't worry about that. Another thing that's important is I made sure that all these holes for like the cords and stuff, the vents, everything, I made sure everything was exactly how it needs to be. It's critical that you do this before you throw in the seats again, otherwise you're just going to be working against yourself, having to do it all over again. So make sure that all these holes are lined up exactly how they're supposed to be. Make sure everything's pressed down like you want it, and then you could go on to the next step of putting in the center console again, and then you could put in the seats. Just to show you guys how much water was in this car. That goes almost up to the top of my fingers there. Alright guys, finished product. Got everything back together, carpet's in there flush and perfect. All the center console's where it needs to be. I just detailed the whole car. I know it looks a little blotchy, the seats and the carpets, everything's been shampooed twice and steam cleaned, so it's still drying a little bit. I also scent bombed the car for the customer because she smokes in the car, so it smells great in here again. Yeah, I hope this video helps anybody who has a project like this and might find it a little intimidating. It's really not as hard as you think. The key is just to be careful and make sure you put everything back together the exact way that it came in. So organization is key here, and yeah guys, just takes time, a lot of time, but she should be pretty happy. She's going to be here in a minute to pick up the car, and yeah, glad I could help her out. Anyways, thanks for watching guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm new to YouTube. I just made a channel, but I plan on doing a lot more videos, so yeah, subscribe. Please stay liking my stuff, and yeah, take care.